So here we go, about to embark upon the most eagerly anticipated and perhaps competitive Six Nations in years. Wales, Ireland and England each really fancy their prospects of lifting silverware. Scotland have 3 games at Murrayfield and believe they can make their mark. What of Wales's opening opponents France these days? We ask our rugby writers to gaze into their crystal balls and predict what's in store in the coming weeks, including the players most likely to make a huge mark on the 2019 tournament. Andy Howell, Wales to triumph and Liam to shine. Who will win the tournament? Provided Wales kick off the championship with a bang by beating France in Paris night, they can go all the way and land a 3rd Grand Slam and 4th title under Warren Gatland. What will be Wales's biggest test? I suspect Wales will have to be at their best for every match apart from Italy. France's first step will be a powder keg and one that could explode under the Paris floodlights. Who will be standout Welsh performer? The tournament is made for Liam Williams as it's his chance to prove he should be Wales's first-choice fullback. If Wales play expansive rugby, he could prosper in the wide channels. Liam Williams is ready to take the tournament by storm. Image, Ben Evans, Hugh Evans Agency. Who should we watch from the other nations? Scotland's Finn Russell is a player who can blow hot or cold, but when he's on his game is one of the most exciting and daring outside halves in the world, while Ireland's Jacob Stockdale can't seem to put a foot wrong. Gatland Grenade. The Wales coach has been more restrained in his remarks these last few years, but he may want to sign off from the Six Nations with a flourish by having a go at Ireland's boring one-up rugby ahead of a potential Grand Slam decider in Cardiff. Your final table order: Wales, Ireland, England, France, Scotland, Italy. Mark orders. It's Sexton-inspired Ireland for me. Who'll win? Ireland. They are a side in raging form, with just 1 defeat in 19 matches, and their provincial sides are at it too. They have home games against England and France, but Wales will test them in the final round of matches. Wales may even take the crown themselves. But Taulupe Faletau is a miss and the feeling persists that they could slip up somewhere along the way. Johnny Sexton will spearhead an Irish triumph, Wales's biggest test. France will be tricky this weekend, but Ireland, the second-ranked team in the world, will give Warren Gatland's side their toughest game. Standout Welsh performer? Alan Wyn-Jones. He rarely has a bad game and is a player who has a hugely positive influence on others. He is also benefiting from a customized playing regime at the Ospreys. And from the other nations? Johnny Sexton is a thinker who calls the shots expertly and can inspire Ireland's triumph. Gatland Grenade. He doesn't throw so many these days, age having mellowed him, perhaps, but setting the tone is important, and come the England and Ireland games, Gatland will surely look to impose himself during the build-ups. Your final table: Ireland, Wales, England, France, Scotland, Italy. Matt Southcombe, North start to shine for Wales. George North is in fabulous form. Image, Getty Images. Who'll win? Wales. Everything I've seen from them since the end of the last Six Nations has given me no reason to doubt them. Start well in Paris and watch momentum build. Wales's biggest test. France and Ireland are obviously tough, but England, whether you like or not, is a fixture that comes with another layer of pressure because of the rivalry. That will be the case this time in Cardiff too. Standout Welsh performer? George North has been threatening to break into his best form all season. Back in Wales with his game time being managed, 2019 could be a big year for him. And from the other nations? Young England wing Joe Kokonasiga. Injured for the first game, but really hope we get to see some of him. An absolute showstopper. Has been compared to a young George North by Bath teammate Jamie Roberts. Gatland Grenade? None, because he's mellowed a fair bit in recent years. Your final table: Wales, Ireland, France, England, Scotland, Italy. Rob Lloyd. Will Gatland raise Farrell's tackling technique? Who will win? It is hard to look past Ireland, particularly if they see off England in Dublin on Saturday. They possess the best tactical halfbacks in the world, a powerful, attritional and experienced backline, enjoy a winning habit at international and provincial level and go into the tournament carrying a fresh scalp of the All Blacks. Wales's biggest test. Ireland, for reasons, see above. Friday night's clash in Paris could define Wales's campaign, but in terms of the best side Warren Gatland's men will face during the tournament, they will arrive in Cardiff on the final weekend. Standout Welsh performer, Ken Owens. The Scarlet skipper becomes Wales's most capped hooker at the Stade de France and at 32 is playing some of his best rugby of his career. Will be at the centre of everything. And from the other nations? Expect big tournaments from Ireland centre Gary Ringrose, England's Murrayfield and Scotland pivot Finn Russell. Gatland grenade. We haven't seen many verbal assaults from Wales's head coach recently, but when England pitch up in Cardiff I'd be surprised if Owen Farrell's tackling technique isn't raised. Owen Farrell's contentious tackle during England's win over South Africa. Image, Sky Sports. Your final table: Ireland, Wales, England, France, Scotland, Italy. Anthony Wolford, Irish eyes to be smiling in Cardiff. Who'll win? You just can't see anything other than an Ireland win this year. They have the strength and depth to cope with the inevitable injuries picked up in the Six Nations, though don't bank on them repeating their Grand Slam of 2018, Wales's biggest test. Having shared a train ride recently with a Six Nations aficionado and former international captain, we were in agreement with France being the biggest test in Scotland, at Murrayfield, a close second. Standout Welsh performer? Sir Clive Woodward has already pinpointed Jonathan Davies as Wales's key man, and you can't argue with England's World Cup winning coach on this occasion. Fox is a defensive colossus, which is everything nowadays, and a player who has the knack of unlocking opposing rear guards. And from the other nations? Ireland's Tadhg Furlong can be considered the best player in world rugby, while a fit and firing Billy Vunipola is always a sight for sore English eyes. He even scores tries. Tadhg Furlong is immense. Image, Getty Images, Gatland grenade. The shrewd Kiwi tends to keep the pin firmly implanted these days. Though you just cannot see the final game when Ireland pass by without a dig at our Celtic cousins in some shape or form, should it be a Grand Slam or title decider, and given it's Gatland's last Six Nations game as Wales coach. Your final table: Ireland, Wales, England, France, Scotland, Italy. Ben James, Tomos Williams will be the breakthrough star who'll win. It's hard to look beyond the trio of Ireland, Wales and England, but I think the fixtures align for Ireland and Wales with some favourable home games to make their final weekend showdown in Cardiff the tournament decider. And I'd back Wales to win that in Cardiff. Wales's biggest test. France first up. Win that and you have home games against England and Ireland in the search for another Six Nations title. Lose and it's a very long tournament ahead. Standout Welsh performer? If Tomos Williams gets a run of games at scrum half, he could be the breakthrough star of the tournament. As Gatland says, he's just got an X factor about him. Tomos Williams will be the breakthrough star. Image, Ben Evans, Hugh Evans Agency. And from the other nations? Dan Robson has been ignored by England, but he's there now, and with only 2 scrum halves in the squad, he should get a chance. Explosive, dangerous and exciting. Gatland grenade? Take your pick. It could literally be anything, but expect him to really ramp things up and upset the Irish once more if there's a Grand Slam decider on that final weekend. Your final table: Wales, Ireland, England, France, Scotland, Italy.